6:47 a.m. The cargo ship Pacific Crown moved slowly through thick fog between London and New York. 30 crew members on board. Everything looked normal. Until the radar operator saw something impossible beneath the ship. A moving object. Huge. Fast. Following them underwater.
Captain, there's something below us.
The captain laughed at first. Probably a whale. But when he looked at the radar screen himself, the smile disappeared from his face. The object was moving faster than any known sea animal. Then suddenly bang! The entire ship shook violently. Crew members fell. Containers crashed across the deck. Emergency alarms exploded through the ship. What was that? Another impact hit the bottom of the vessel. Harder this time. Metal screamed underneath them. One terrified sailor rushed toward the edge of the ship and looked down into the dark Atlantic water. At first he saw nothing. Then lightning flashed across the sky. And he froze. A young woman was floating underwater beside the ship. Watching them. Long black hair moving slowly in the water. Silver eyes glowing faintly beneath the ocean. The sailor stumbled backward in terror. That's not possible. Suddenly every light on board shut off. Darkness swallowed the ship. Then the emergency radio turned on by itself. Static filled the speakers. A female voice whispered softly.
Subject 813 located.
The captain grabbed the radio immediately.
Who is this?
No answer. Only static. Then the ship disappeared from radar completely. Gone. 3 days later. The missing ship became global news. News stations in Nigeria, the UK, the US, France, Canada all covered the mystery non-stop. No wreckage. No survivors. No distress signal. Nothing. Social media exploded with theories. Terrorists. Aliens. Secret military weapons. Sea creatures. Then a blurry video appeared online. Recorded by another cargo ship miles away from the disappearance zone. The video showed strange silver lights moving beneath the Atlantic Ocean moments before the ship vanished. The clip reached 20 million views in one day. Then suddenly every version of the video disappeared online. Deleted. That was when people became afraid. Because somebody powerful was hiding something. Clara Johnson sat quietly inside a crowded restaurant near Victoria Island. Television screens above the bar played non-stop coverage of the missing ship. Most people ignored it. But Clara couldn't stop staring. For some reason, the ocean footage made her uncomfortable. Like she recognized something. Her best friend Tenny noticed immediately.
You okay? Yeah. Just tired.
But that wasn't true. For weeks she had been having strange dreams. Dreams about drowning. Cold dark water. Metal walls underwater. People screaming. And every dream ended with the same voice whispering, "13 survived." Clara never understood what it meant. That night rain poured reflected across wet roads. Clara entered her apartment exhausted. The moment she touched water while washing her hands flash. A violent image entered her mind. Underwater laboratory. Scientists running. Emergency alarms. Flooding corridors. A little girl floating inside a glass tank underwater. Connected to machines. Silver eyes slowly opening. Clara gasped and stepped backward in fear. Water inside the sink suddenly started shaking violently. Then every light inside her apartment began flickering. Her phone rang immediately. Unknown number. She answered carefully. Silence. Then a distorted voice whispered, "Return to the Atlantic." The call ended. Clara stood frozen. Terrified. Dr. Maya Rivers studied ocean scan results from the Atlantic disappearance zone. Something beneath the ocean floor had moved hours before the cargo ship vanished. Something massive. Her assistant entered quickly. "You need to see this." He handed her a classified satellite image. Maya zoomed in slowly. Then her expression changed. Deep beneath the Atlantic Ocean, there appeared to be structures. Artificial structures. Like buildings underwater. That can't be real. Suddenly every computer monitor inside the lab shut off. Then one sentence appeared across all screens. Subject A, 13 IS active investigative journalist Ethan Brooks stared at an old classified file inside his apartment. Project Nereus. A secret underwater experiment from 1998. Officially destroyed after an accident in the Atlantic Ocean. But Ethan knew the truth was bigger than that. Because his younger sister disappeared while working there. And now, for the first time in 20 years, the project was active again. Ethan opened an old photograph from the project archive. A laboratory underwater. Scientists standing beside a tank. Inside the tank floated a young girl. File name, Subject A, 13. Ethan slowly zoomed into the picture. Then froze. Because the girl inside the tank looked exactly like Clara. Same face. Same eyes. Not aged by a single day. Midnight. Clara stood alone on Tarqua Bay Beach. The rain had stopped. Waves crashed softly against the shore. But something felt wrong. The ocean was too quiet. Then suddenly her nose started bleeding. Pain exploded inside her head. Flashes of memory returned rapidly. Scientists screaming underwater. A collapsing laboratory. Bodies floating in dark water. Then a deep underwater voice echoed in her mind, "Find us." Clara fell to her knees breathing heavily. And far beneath the Atlantic Ocean, something enormous moved in the darkness. A hidden underwater station slowly powered on for the first time in 20 years. Red emergency lights flashed inside the abandoned facility. Then a computer screen activated automatically. Subject A, 13 found location confirmed.